Hey, welcome back. The opening bell on Wall Street is just a few moments away, so let's hit a few hot Yahoo Finance trending tickers. We continue to track Six Flags. On news, activist investor Jonathan Litt has taken a stake in the struggling theme park operator. And you want to get me excited? Send over to me a presentation from an activist investor on a new target. I love these things, and I like what Jonathan put together here, saying Six Flags, its share price should double just based on the real estate it owns. And I encourage everyone to, if they want to understand the situation better, go to the Six Flags annual report, keyword real estate, and you can see some of the giant real estate holdings this company owns that it might be able to monetize and maybe spin off to another holding company.
I mean, this is straight from Land & Buildings playbook. This is Jonathan Litt's firm. It's called Land & Buildings, and this is something he has done at a number of different companies where he goes to them and he says, listen, you own all this real estate, but you're not fully taking advantage of it. You need to spin it off into a real estate investment trust and do a sale lease back where you then lease the property back so you can properly take advantage of it. So that's pretty much what he is saying in this case. He said that he has recently met with the management of the company, including the CEO, Salim Basul, who took the helm at Six Flags in 2021. And so it seems like that he believes they are going to be considering this, and that seems to be also one of the reasons that the stock is up.
Yeah, and he believes that the real estate alone is probably worth about 1.7 billion, well, worth more than the current market cap, and that is roughly or about 1.7 billion dollars, and we'll see how that moves around once trading opens up officially. But again, I mean, 27 theme parks, water parks that we're thinking about with Six Flags. If it was able to at least look across some of the underperforming theme parks that it does have to say, all right, maybe it's a viable step forward at least to experiment and say, all right, we'll realize at least some cash appreciation and then be able to just lease that back, as you were mentioning, Julie, to ourselves to operate on in the future as well.
But this has been really a terribly run company under the new CEO. He started in November 2021, just passed his one-year mark. Of course, he had that flub over the summer regarding people who he thought were visiting the parks because they cut the prices so much. But see the stock price there, really under pressure all year. Not a lot of pricing power in a very competitive environment.
It was terrible last quarter.
Terrible.
I mean, what? It was down total attendance by about 33% from a year earlier. And this is at the same time where we had a lot of the golden age of travel that was being talked about and the parks and resorts continuing to reopen in full force. And that compared to a year where they were still having to implement some of their pandemic era or vaccination requirements. And so even with all of that in mind, Six Flags has underperformed tremendously and in a key quarter where people were outside during the summer. And so that should have been a red flag in itself.
I wonder how Six Flags does over the next decade if we're all wearing AR glasses. Do we even need to go to a theme park? Can we get the same thrill in our glasses?
You could go to Dave & Buster's and have the same experience as a Six Flags theme park without...
True.
No, I don't agree.
They had some of those rides, some of the virtual reality rides.
It's not the same.
Not the same.
It's really not the same. No,
I'm all about viewer feedback. So hit us up. If you you think that's a better option than going to a Six Flags, let us know. Maybe,
riding an actual roller coaster and doing it unless.
Are you in Team Saz or Team Julie?
I'm just afraid of the roller coasters, perhaps.
Really?
Maybe that's me. Yeah.
I'm afraid of roller coasters too, but having done both virtual and real, there's nothing you're not getting the wind.
You can blow some wind at me.
I just want to hear you explain this. This is great. I like watching this. This is fun.
I
wish I was home so I can watch
I have a son who loves roller coasters, and he likes the virtual stuff, but one is not a replacement for the other.
So if you're at the water park on Six Flags on the AR goggles and they shoot water at you, it's not the same.
No, come on. A water slide is not going to be replaced by AR or VR or any kind of just RR.
Just learning more about your views, Julie.